Hello everyone, Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tuning into Love. Welcome to another Pick a Card reading. I'm super excited to be here and to share this message. This message came through as, how are my spiritual gifts activating? What is activating my spiritual gifts at this time? What are my spiritual gifts? What can I do to align with what is authentic for me, with the magic that is within me, in order to help me, support me, guide me in manifesting what is true for me, what is true for my heart's desires. So our spiritual gifts are innate. They're within us. We are born with them. They are our guidance system in a sense. They are what allow us to truly co-create and manifest with the frequency of unconditional love, with the creator life force energy. When we tune into our hearts, when we begin really choosing to walk that path that is authentic for us, to seek the truth, what is true for us and what true unconditional love is, it begins to awaken and activate our innate technology, our spiritual gifts, our ability to sense things in the unseen, to know things, without knowing them in a sense, to be able to feel the unseen realms of life and interpret and integrate that into how you live your life, how you perceive life, the tools that you have, the access that you have to your infinite self, to the all that is, to everything is within you. And these are tools that empower you and awaken you to an expanded consciousness, a greater version of yourself. So we have 4 different groups here. That went in pretty deep for an intro, but I'm just feeling so much come through for you guys, and I'm hoping to be filming and recording some more messages for you this week, as just so much is coming in. It's impossible to do it all in one message, and yet that is the beauty in all of it, is that it's this infinite energy that just continues to come through and expand and grow in so many magical ways. And so the more we tune in to this amazing life force energy within us, that is the force within us, it just becomes more and more, and we solidify it here, and we begin to really co-create together this magic. And what is born of that is beyond our wildest dreams, I'm sure. So either way, it's really beautiful to play a part in all of this and to be aligning with the magic. And I'm super grateful and honored to deliver these messages for you guys, to affirm what you already know within, and to support you and encourage you to keep going and to keep strengthening and just becoming your best version every day, the best way that you can while being human. So 4 different groups here to choose from. Group 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm sure you've had a moment to tune in already, and it's that group of cards that really just pulls at your intuition stronger than the others. And if you're drawn to more than one message, that's, trust your own intuition and your own discernment to guide you to what you need to hear at this time, what's meant for you. And with that, you guys, let's just get right into it. Thank you for all the subscriptions, you guys, all you beautiful subscribers, my people. We walk together. We are side by side, heart to heart, and I'm just so grateful that you're here, for all of your comments, for supporting each other in the comments, and just being amazing. And it just, if I'm ever having a moment, if I get on there and read the comments, I am instantly reminded that it's so much bigger than us, and to have faith and keep going. And so I thank you so much for just contributing to this energy, and for sharing the videos too with those who benefit. I really appreciate all of your support and love, you guys, and am so honored. It's my pleasure to be able to support you and give back in this way. So thank you for the opportunity. And let's get into it, okay? Timestamps will be in the description, and we'll just go ahead and start with group number 1. All right, you guys. So group number 1. So let's see what your higher self, what Spirit, Unconditional Love wants you to know when it comes to your spiritual gifts, your strengths, when it comes to really tapping into the unseen realms of yourself and the tools, the magic within you to manifest, your authentic path, what is meant for you and what you came here to create. So let's see what's going on. And let me see, I've got these all jumbled up here. I'm going to set aside tarot cards. So we'll do those last. So these are Power Thought cards by Louise Hay. And this one says, loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. My heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me. So really learning what self-love, unconditional love is for yourself. I choose a bright future now. The moment I start to change, the moment I am willing to bring good into my life, the universe responds in kind. I love this. Really choosing your happiness, choosing to claim your path and manifest what is right for you. Good for you. I love it. We've got dreams, incubation. So I feel like you're really connected to the emotional body right now, the astral body, and there may be a lot of dream work going on with you right now, a lot of things happening in the dream state, symbols and feelings, different visions or scenarios playing out. You may want to just have a little dream journal by your bed and start writing down dreams, because your gifts may have something to do with your intuition and that deep gut feelings, the emotional body, the ability to kind of receive visions in an astral state, really being in touch with that astral energy and being able to go into the astral state very easily, or the alpha state, I guess, when you're awake, receiving daydreams even in that alpha state when you're in receptive mode. So there may be a lot of time right now where you have some downtime, some time to just kind of relax and meditate. And in that time, because you're relaxed and you're receptive to your higher self right now, there's a lot of stuff coming up from the subconscious and from your higher self in the form of like visions and symbols and that dream feeling, that dream type feeling. So let's see what else you got here. Crystals, focus. I love this one because it's the amethyst and it speaks to the spiritual focus, the spiritual path, really connecting and aligning with your spirituality, your spirit, right? The unseen part of yourself, the life force energy, and getting really clear on your gifts is what it feels like, really clear on what is authentic for you, what you came here to do, what you came here to share and experience and be a part of. So there's an energy of really focusing on this right now. So that's very affirming. Illumination, look at this. And we just had the full moon, so there's definitely a very intuitive, dreamy energy going on here. And with the moon, it's being in the unseen, experiencing your gifts awakening and the paranormal and the just all of the very mystical, spiritual things that happen out of this world, things that happen, and seeing that this world is so much more than we've ever been led to believe. So I feel like this is a period of illumination, going into the darker realms and being surprised in a sense at what you've learned about yourself and your ability to um, tap into your infinite wisdom and power and discovering your gifts. This is a really beautiful time of growth and wisdom and enlightenment and really connecting with your intuition. Okay. Mending. So I feel like this has to do with, healing energies and transmuting old patterns and false beliefs from fear to love. This has to do with really having the courage and bravery to go into these shadowy realms within, these darker realms, to gain the wisdom and the understanding and bring forth the gifts in order to mend, the things of the past, be able to heal and renew and create healthy relationships moving forward. So I feel like that's a part of your purpose here, and it's the number 52, which feels to me like that energy of shift and change in the physical. The number 2 is balance and harmony and union, and 7 is that ability to see and through the illusion, to see beyond the surface and really connect with that inner wisdom, that ancient wisdom within you, with the universe, with what you're here to do. So it's an ability that you have very naturally. In the world, not of the world. And this is a number 34, number 7 as well. So yeah, it's like you have, you may be having memories of past lives or different lifetimes, other incarnations. You know that you're an infinite being and that you've had many lifetimes. And so there's like this wisdom, this ancient wisdom that's being activated within you at this time. And it has to do with what you've experienced and having the courage to go into the dark and learn and grow from the experience, to harvest the treasure within all of it, the silver lining. And now it's like you've gained this maturity and this it's like this alignment with your higher self and having that energy, that excitement to focus on this new chapter that's unfolding, this bright future that is happening right now. And by learning more about your gifts, by really focusing in on your spiritual gifts and how they are tools to help you manifest and co-create and transmute and do all the amazing things you came here to do. It's like in the world, not of the world. I always think of like Merlin when I see this card, because he talks about wearing the world like a loose cloak about your shoulders. It's knowing that you're this infinite being, but there's no need for it. There's no ego involved, and so it allows you to really tap into your higher self, the universe, the expanded consciousness, the ideas, the unlimited potential and possibilities, and to bring those forth, to allow that life force energy to express through you, through the aspect that is you, because you're infinite and you're so much more than this human body, this human experience. So there's a lot of, with this realization that, it's like there's a lot of, again, with the fishes in the water here, there's a lot coming through from your subconscious. There's a lot of you connecting with the emotional body as well, because the emotional body is what's connected to the astral realms and your ability to feel in the unseen realms. Your gut feelings, your instincts, all of that, your body, everything's connected to your emotions. So being able to gain a level of mastery over your emotions and maturity allows you to stay focused on the truth, on love, to heal, and to now allow the amazing creative ideas that want to flow through you, to just flow through you, and like it gives you life. It's like renewing and revigorating, and it's bringing this energy to the world that is so, just so desired, because it is this pure life force energy, right? It's just like, oh my goodness, I love it. I can feel the energy in that card, and the water, the emotional realms, but very focused, and now being able to tap into the emotions in a really exciting way. Peaceful resolution, again with mending here. So definitely here to bring some peace and balance through your gifts. And as you learn to bring that peaceful resolution within, to your own emotional well-being, to your mind, body, spirit, you are now aware of the polar opposites of your emotions, right? The bliss and the joy, and then the pain and the hurt and the suffering and all of that. So it's like recognizing that it's the same energy, right? And it's just two sides of the coin. And so it's coming into that middle ground, that the 0 point, I guess, where you see that you are so much more than just your emotions or your feelings or your experiences. You're an infinite being. And so you're able to look through the eyes of love, and to relate to any feelings or emotions that come up, and or it's like you intuitively know the solution. You intuitively know how to respond to that situation. You intuitively know that the information you're receiving is coming from your higher self and is guiding you, to create or to move in a certain direction or whatever it is. So I think that's really amazing. Contract number 6. So this card is about coming together with a soulmate, a partner, someone that you're meant to co-create with in this life. Someone that's there to support you, to bring balance, and so it's like, it's interesting in this card, she's blind, but there's this feeling of, when you're really connected to your intuition and you're receiving dreams and synchronicities, and it's like you're just receiving so much of this guidance from within. When these people come into our lives, the people that we're meant to be with, it's like we feel it beyond just sight. It's this feeling of balance and harmony, and knowing that you're meant to work together in some way or be in each other's lives in some way, based on the knowledge and the wisdom and the experiences that you've gone through. It's like there's no more just entering into relationships blindly, in a sense, because you've gained so much wisdom. So I do see some sort of relationship coming about that may have to do with your spiritual gifts and really supporting you in opening more up to what they are, and strengthening them and learning. Peace offering. Wow. White buffalo calf woman. So you're definitely bringing the peace, and look, the purple, the spiritual. Your gifts are awakening because, freedom. Look at this. The number 6, freedom. This is beautiful, you guys. Let me see what else we have. Wedding and the cat. This is interesting. Wow. This is really interesting. I love this because it's like finding union with yourself, really, really tapping into who you are, your gifts, and the cat, healthy boundaries, independence. Let me make sure this is all on the camera, you guys. Okay. So yeah, I really like this because through the experience that you've had, and I feel like you've gone through some very dark experiences, some experiences that you really had to shine your light. You really had to tap into that strength and choose love, because maybe there were some situations that were really, scary in a sense, it was like, it's almost feels like it's that energy where we become very aware of why fear exists, and it exists because at the core of it is pain, is a deep wound, is a big separation from love itself. So, or this illusion of separation, which causes pain, which causes, it's like we see how it all, where it all stems from. And so I feel like you have a lot of compassion in your heart and in your soul because of the experience that you've gone through, and you've had to show yourself a lot of compassion. You've had to really dig deep to find your strength and your light in the darkest of times. And so through that, it's like, even in this card, it's like night, it's like you have tapped into your infinite self, your freedom. You see the impact of your energy and the opportunity that you have to be a healing energy in this world, to contribute to something that is beneficial and sustainable and enjoyable and uplifting in whatever way that is. You're here to mend and offer peace and be that. It's like, I feel like you can relate to what others are going through because you've been there yourself. It's that energy of, it's like we all have to face this dark within us in order to embrace it and recognize that it is a part of who we are, and it's all about how we choose to respond. It's all about how we choose to heal and grow and learn from our experiences. So I feel like you're definitely an example here with the cat and freedom of being sovereign and free, and your gifts are supporting you in that. They're empowering you. They're going to give you confidence and the ability to really trust yourself, and to know that, it's your higher self speaking to you versus some external energy. So I feel like with wedding here, especially too, this talks about marriage being the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. So the first commitment being of, to yourself, to your own self, be true, and making those commitments to yourself, to choose to be loyal to yourself and to believe in yourself, to follow what is authentic for you in your heart and where your higher self is leading you. And in that, you come into union with your divine reflections. So there's like an energy here by choosing love and peace and true strength and independence and taking responsibility and choosing to open up to your gifts that have to do with your intuition. And I feel like you're really great in the dream realm, something with dreams and crystals. I feel like shadow work, you have a very healing, compassionate energy that's very, it's like but you're not looking at people like a victim, right? You see everyone as this infinite being. And so it's about empowering that and cultivating the strengths that are already innate within us. So very, very powerful and beautiful. Let's see, look at this, your tarot. Dreams coming true. This is the Nine of Cups. We have the Four of Wands, Two of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Sojourner, which is the King of Cups or the King of Mirrors, and the King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so the tarot is really speaking to this energy of being very tapped into your heart first and foremost. Just the way the cards are laid out, it's like this energy of truly understanding how your spiritual gifts allow you to truly align with co-creating this foundation of love. It allows you to this period of time right now is also, it's a time for you to go within to your own feelings and emotions and daydreams and feel into how our choice leads to the different experiences that we have when it comes to our emotional state and our well-being and our ability to, how that hinders or benefits our soul growth, because the universe will always present us with, whatever it is that we choose. And there's many choices that we can, many paths we can take. These are all about emotional fulfillment, and we could choose money, we could choose fame or victory, we could choose solitude, we could choose art, we could choose the tower, and what would this choice feel like down the line? How would I feel living out this path? And ultimately it's about choosing what is truly authentic to you, what truly ignites your passions, your inspirations, your emotional well-being naturally, right? And it's not something that can be manipulated or coerced in a sense when you are connected. So with the King of Mirrors here, the King of Cups, emotional maturity and well-being, and as well as the King of Pentacles, um, very grounded energy, very stable, secure. This is being, a master of your emotional realm, your physical realm, in terms of the energy that you're connected to, the energy that you're cultivating and establishing and grounding, is about first making that connection with yourself, mastering those emotions and challenges, right, within yourself and in your own physical reality. And then being able to ground that energy in and allow it to radiate out in whichever way your soul is guiding you. And I feel like you are on a path towards your dreams coming true, to coming together in harmony, especially with this contract card here. I don't know, this will resonate with you however it does, and it'll be different for all of you, but it's an energy of coming together with another, to co-create a future based on unconditional love. And it's like through your own experience, your gifts are really activating, and our gifts activate when we come into that alignment with unconditional love, with the truth of who we really are. It becomes just, it's innate, it's natural, it's organic, it's the way it's supposed to be. And so as we mend, as we heal any pain or wounds or false beliefs or programs that we've been running, and we begin to align with the truth, with what's authentic for us, and allow ourselves to live in the realm, the unseen realms, the magical realms. They're very real, and they are guiding us always. Everything we see in the physical is first come from the unseen, right? The unseen reality is actually more real than the seen reality. And that's what most people aren't aware of. And so you, though, are very aware of that. And it's through your ability to face the dark, and the pain and whatever else was there, to come to this level of maturity. And whatever else was there was your spiritual gifts, was your, you got to put them to use. You got to experiment with them and really understand why they're there. And now that they're not there just to get us out of a jam or help us grow in that way, they're also there to to co-create heaven on earth. So I just think this is amazing. You choose a bright future now, and that's absolutely what's going on. The moment I start to change, the moment I am willing to bring good into my life, the universe responds in kind. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Whatever decision that you are being faced with, It's very interesting, these cards. She's blindfolded in both. It's like there's going to be decisions that you're faced with on your journey. And when things aren't making logical sense, or your mind can't come to some sort of logical choice, feel into your heart, feel into your emotions, feel into your intuition, tap into your dreams and synchronicities and what that wisdom is telling you about the situation. Allow yourself to feel into it, and you'll be able to see how it benefits the long run, how it plays out in the future. And you're focused on mending, on peaceful resolution and love. So I just see this as something you were always meant to experience, because it's through any sort of pain or challenges or hardship that we experience that, if we have the courage to ask ourselves what it is we have to learn from this situation, we are gifted with so much more than we could imagine. You know, it's that courage to choose love and to choose it beyond all logic, to have that trust and faith. Because when the heart is connected to the higher self, it can receive the divine thoughts and words and wisdom and ideas, the feelings, the feelings that only love evokes naturally, right? So I'm just looking I'm drawn to the Two of Swords, but it's like the water's very calm. It's dry, it's clear. So I feel like if there is a decision that you have to make, this is one that is, and I feel like too, moving forward, there's going to be a lot of decisions in the future that we as humanity need to make, and it's going to be more important to make those decisions based on our wisdom and understanding of the experiences we've gone through in the realms of our emotions, and being how powerful they are, how we're able to move forward, no matter what, with our intuition, our ability to tap into creative solutions and ideas, and having that compassion, right? And understanding that emotions are intense, especially when it comes to love. Emotions are, if we do not learn how to master our emotions, they master us, right? So I feel this level of mastery here that really unlocks your gifts, allows you to receive the energy of life force from your higher self in a very pure way. And with the King of Pentacles here, it's your ability to bring that stability and security to yourself and your family, to build that Ten of Pentacles, to have that legacy, that connection, that balance, the practical, the rational with the it's like you're tapped into the unseen. And it may not even be something that you talk about a lot, but it's just something that and you have this ability, and it's supporting you in manifesting your future. So it's not only helping you manifest your future, but in turn that ripples out and creates tremendous change for humanity, for what's going on in the world, and we all benefit. So amazing. Definitely write down your dreams and tap into that and learn more about that, because that's amazing. And I just feel a lot of freedom and well-being and empowerment here, and just a lot of beautiful spiritual energy. So a lot coming to light for you. Definitely stay on the path you're on and stay in tune with your emotions. And loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. So accept yourself, all of your gifts, all of the things that are uniquely you. My heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me. let it flow freely, right? Just let it flow freely. Let that love flow and see where it goes, because whatever you're meant to bring forth into this physical reality has maybe never been seen before, and it can only come through you. And it lights you up. It's definitely very passionate energy here, so which is intense. So to be the master of your emotions is going to be really important, and to have that grounded energy as well here in the physical, and very in tune with the unseen. It's like this beautiful energy of alchemy, and alchemy is, you know, takes tremendous patience and strength and endurance, and a dedication and a willingness to learn and grow, you know, and become that master of yourself, because that's, you know, that's what we came here to do. So you're doing it. So I'm going to leave it there. But thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for being you, and for all of you guys' love and support. It just blows me away. I'm so glad that you all exist. You inspire me so, so much. So thank you for being here, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos, you guys. You can contact me on my website at crystallyn.love if you're interested in a personal reading, and find me on Instagram. I'd love to connect with you over there. But other than that, you guys, thank you all again, and I will see you very soon for the next pick a card. All my infinite love as always. Peace out. Okay, group number 2. How are you guys? Welcome to your message. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what your higher self wants to tell you about your spiritual gifts and what's going on at this time. I'm just going to pull your tarot cards out. Let me make sure my camera's still going here. Okay. So we'll start with these little guys here. It says, I accept my uniqueness. There is no competition and no comparison, for we are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful. I love myself. I accept my uniqueness. I am aware that I am pure consciousness. I am one with all life. I rejoice in my unlimitedness. Okay, we have the goblin here, the wounded human ego, number 31. Okay, the goblins are here to play. So let's see what else we've got here. Energy work. Okay, I see. Responsibility, number 10. Very interesting. Open your heart to love, Jesus. Very similar colors here with the browns. Don't stop. Okay, don't stop. We've got strategy, number 21. Against the grain, number 4. Dictionary, communication. Deep knowing, number 43. We've got trust your own understanding, number 32. And cave, sanctuary. Make sure these are all on the camera here. Okay. So, you're going through a period of time right now. It feels like, oh my goodness, I can relate to this energy, because it's like with the goblin here, it's our wounded human ego. So, you know, it's like he's sticking his tongue out. He's just kind of like, you know, it's it's totally this energy where you've been you feel like you've been putting in a lot of effort and maybe things aren't panning out the way that they were supposed to, right? It's like there's something about you that is different than others, you know? There's something about you that maybe others aren't seeing about you or you're not seeing. But there's this energy where you know that you're tapped into the unseen realms, the magical realms. You're tapped into your spiritual nature on some level. You have a deep knowing that you're here to create a better way, that you're here to be the new way, right? It's like the old doesn't work with you because you're here to create a new way. And you're here to be an energy worker, to transmute fear into love. You have this deep knowing. And through limiting beliefs and programs, right? Through not being accepted for maybe your spiritual side, maybe for being rejected or judged, it's like you haven't allowed yourself to tap into these gifts within you. You haven't allowed yourself to truly explore and discover these hidden parts of yourself because of what others maybe were saying or believing about these sorts of things. And so what we do in that sense is that we kind of close our heart, and we don't do it consciously. It happens unconsciously through our ego, to protect ourselves from, you know, it's like when we're a child, we feel powerless in a sense, so we deny our own self an expression of expressing in a certain way in order to stay safe, right? To not get flack or get rejected or be whatever, judged and shamed or whatever it is. And so because we deny ourself that expression for having that pressure on us, whatever choice, you know, conscious or unconscious, it causes us to close our heart. And in that sense, we close off our connection from our higher self, from the universe, from the love that is always there and ready to connect with us. So you have this deep knowing, trust your own understanding. It's something that you know. And it's time to really let go of doubts and to stop denying yourself of anything that you feel deep within you that wants to express. I also feel that you're being guided to have some energy work, you know, receive some energy work on yourself for whatever it is that you're going through, to help you gain, you know, deeper insight into your own journey and your own process and how the energy work actually benefits you, you know, to be on the receiving end of it, to experiment, to see if this is something that is real for you, you know, in that sense, and have your own healing experiences through it. I think that that would be really beneficial in helping you gain more clarity around your own ability to heal energy, because I feel like you are an energy healer. And with the against the grain here, number 4, and don't stop strategy, it's like it's time for you to really embrace that you are this unlimited infinite being, and you're here to experience your best self, to experience your greatest potential, and also what that potential has the ability to offer the world, you know, in terms of a better way of life, bringing, you know, that natural inspiration of reconnecting to the higher self. How it, you know, it's like when we are content, when we have everything we need to give our ego what it needs when it's wounded. If we don't give the ego what it needs, it throws a tantrum, and it's like a little kid. It's like when I see this card, I see my kids sometimes, and it reminds myself when I'm in that energy, and I feel like that, you know, it's just like that, oh, you know, you're not getting your way type of energy. But there's other ways to approach it, and it's recognizing why we do that. That it's not that there's something wrong with us, or that we're broken or need to be fixed, or we're mean or whatever. It's because there's something within us that we're denying ourselves, that we need to nurture. We need to give ourselves permission to tap into the magical sides of ourselves, to discover our own innate gifts that are our birthright, that are tools of empowerment that allow us to navigate this life and to actually be the person we came here to be. And with 10, responsibility. This is about taking responsibility for your own energy, for your own life, for manifesting your own happiness, to choosing to align with you, what is truly meant for you. And that's a choice you have to make inside. You know, you have to give yourself permission to align with your own happiness, what ignites it naturally, organically, you know, when you're in an environment that is beautiful and relaxing and nurturing, you just naturally feel good, right? It's because there's no effort to make you feel good in an environment that already is nurturing you. So it's seeing that you have the ability to choose what's right for you, you know, to choose the relationships that you allow in your life, and to choose the situations that you commit to, you know, all of these things. So this is like, I feel like a period of time of going within and discovering your gifts and working with the energy and allowing yourself to experiment. And with dictionary communication, I'll have to look this up, but again, I feel this is kind of like communicating with your higher self, with spirit, with your guides, and receiving wisdom and insight and understanding, learning your own language with your higher self. Your tarot, we have Listen here, the High Priestess. The Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the High Priestess again. Ooh, interesting. So I feel a new cycle beginning for you, and I feel your soul here is really sending you some divinely inspired ideas, some divinely inspired visions. With the Seven of Swords here and the Goblin, again, this is about really being honest with yourself and what is true for you. You have a deep knowing. You have a very strong intuitive knowing about what is meant for you. And it's like, this is like your higher self saying it's time to give yourself permission to trust yourself, to open your heart, to move towards the path that allows you to open up and be who you came here to be. I mean, this is like tapping into your artistic abilities and your gifts and giving yourself the time and permission to actually pursue it, to dive into it without distractions. You know, he's up here in a cave painting. There's no distractions. It's just him in nature, and he can just focus in on fulfilling this expression that wants to come out of him, this art that wants to be, you know, expressed. And it's coming from, you know, the soul. And so if we're denying ourselves in any sense, it's like we get kind of grouchy. So with strategy here and don't stop, it's like, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't feed any doubts within your mind. It's the fear program. It's the wounded ego. Give your ego what it needs, in a sense of, if it's afraid of being hurt or it's afraid of being rejected, remind it that it's okay to feel that way. Affirm those feelings. It's okay, little ego. This is how I talk to my ego. It's okay, little ego. I know you're feeling afraid that we're going to get hurt or whatever, but, you know, higher self has got this, and there's no manipulation. There's no deception. You know, there's communication, there's trust. We're moving forward with what's right for us. So nothing's going to hurt you. I'm going to, you know, it's like being able to nurture your inner child, being able to give yourself days to play and to rest and to relax. We also get this energy when we're not trusting ourselves, when we're not validating our own selves, when we're not affirming our own knowings, our own intuition, and we project that out into the world. So it's taking responsibility for your own energy, for your own thoughts, for your own feelings, for what you're creating, and taking responsibility for your awareness that you are infinite. You have unlimited resources when you're tapped into unconditional love. When you open your heart, your gifts naturally activate. That frequency aligns you to your higher self. it allows you to receive the divine inspiration. You'll feel the passion, you'll feel the inspiration, and you'll intuitively know it's coming from your higher self. But until you have that time to really go within and connect and feel it and know for yourself, this can be hobbies too, even just like whatever hobbies or interests that you have, when you're really tapped into them and you're like, you get into a zone and you're just in it, and you're just, before you know it, like hours have passed and you're like, wow, you've just been having so much, you've just been in the moment, just not even thinking. And maybe during that time you receive like some really awesome epiphanies and downloads. That's the energy right now that you're being asked to follow, even if it's against the grain and what others are around you, guiding you towards. This is about really listening to yourself, and it's a period of time that you're meant to go through to really make that connection to your higher self, to find that balance. It's like you're balancing things in your physical reality, and so it's like this is about prioritizing time to really hone in on your gifts. And this is learning how to love yourself. When you are strong, when you are content, when your well-being is satisfied, and you're in a natural state of just contentment, you're naturally generous, you're naturally happy. You're naturally, when you love and accept yourself completely, you are content. You are loved and accepted completely. You have to accept your own uniqueness, whatever's different about you, whatever you're perceiving as strange or different. It's beautiful. It's unique. Who cares if it's different or strange? It's like, and so this is who you are. And if we can't embrace our own self, there lies, it's like within what we see reflected is this rejection energy, or this not approval of, like there's, your uniqueness is there for a reason. And when you embrace how amazing and unique you are in this energy, like this ability to, it's like this ability to take ownership of your energy, it's going to empower you in such a big way. It's going to empower you, and it's going to reassure you, your ego, all the parts of you that are human. It's going to just strengthen your own connection to your gifts. The more you open your heart, the more your gifts will unlock. And so you've got to have, with great power comes great responsibility, because it shows you how truly powerful you are. And once you choose love, there's no going back. You're not going to mess up, or if we're in the fear, if we're in the ego, if we're being human and we're grouchy, it's okay. Take a day to yourself. That's just saying, I need to take some time to myself. I need to take some time to explore my gifts. If I got to explore my gifts and tap in, I'd probably feel a lot happier. When I started doing this, like after I did a pick a card, when I first started, I would go from feeling like totally like doubting myself. I don't know. And then I would do it and I would see the response and feel it. And I would just feel so good. Like, wow, this is amazing. It would totally shift my energy, and it reaffirmed, my own intuition. I went ahead and trusted myself, instead of doubting myself. And it was, finding your balance with all of it. It takes a little time, but the wheel's turning in your favor. It's aligning to your energy, to your path. And so now you might want to think about a strategy moving forward, and the strategy being connecting with your higher self moving forward. Maybe letting go of some of the older ways of doing things, and trust your intuition and trust your energy as you're taking responsibility for your energy and your ability to respond to love, to yourself and others, to energy work, whatever it is. It's like you're very, very intuitive. So open your heart to love. Love is going to continue activating your spiritual gifts and allowing you to see clearly and to nurture yourself so that you can be strong and receive and share your gifts with humanity, which is going to bring you great joy. So you're meant to go against the grain. Definitely don't stop. Don't stop at all. And with dictionary communication here, I feel like this could have to do with how you communicate, and that being a part of your spiritual gifts, and really being able to communicate the the language of unconditional love, which is a frequency, a vibration. It's an energy, and it expresses in many ways. So I feel like, communicating with your higher self first and really strengthening that gift and understanding yourself, learning how to communicate with yourself, and from that place of love within you, nurturing your whatever, that your intuition, these deep knowings that you have, is definitely a part of your journey and your gift here. So give yourself permission to open your heart and to explore this beautiful energy that's within you, that's emerging, and it'll put to sleep all these doubts and fears, because the doubt kills us. The doubt is just, it sabotages us, and it's totally human to do. It's a part of coming out of that fear-based consciousness and really understanding our power. And once we see ourselves, once we understand our true power, there's no going back. And we understand the consequences of deceiving ourselves, and we don't do it because we already know what comes. There's no point. It's like we don't need to. So, let go of worry and doubt as you embrace love. It's you will begin to trust yourself more and more, and you will know that in every moment you're going to choose unconditional love, because choosing fear never leads anywhere good, and in any moment you just won't do it. And so this is also choosing love with yourself and not fear. It all starts within. So this is really awesome. I love this message, and I hope that it resonated with you and just affirmed where you're at and what you're feeling, and encourages you to really embrace yourself and all parts of yourself, and to allow yourself to be human and divine, and be a master of your energy, and knowing that it's, in taking responsibility for yourself, and trusting yourself, that you'll feel this great sense of empowerment. And that's the true power. It comes from the heart, it comes from the soul. Have love and compassion for yourself, because this is all the journey of life. It's highly intelligent energy at play here. And so I just feel like this is a time for you to really trust your intuition, go within, and be okay with being within right now. Kind of being in the intuitive realms, and even discovering things kind of privately right now. You are not obligated to share anything with anyone. You are an infinite being. You are sovereign. It's about, this is really about trusting yourself, loving yourself, understanding how powerful you really are. And I feel like this is like just a huge breakthrough in whatever gifts that you have. There's something here, and it's just like in the last message, there's something here that you're meant to bring forth that requires you to have mastery over your energy, which tells me that it's something big. It's something that's never been done before. It's against the grain. So the universe wants to, and your higher self, the universe believe in you. They know your potential, but you have to see it for yourself, and to know that this, with great power comes great responsibility. And I feel like there's something that the universe wants to give you. But in order for that to happen, in order for that to be shown to you, you have to let go of any sort of limiting beliefs or programs, and rejoice in your unlimitedness. Okay? And that's going to really be the breakthrough for you. So keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. The wheel is a turning, and this is amazing. Okay, so I really hope this resonated. I really am going to end it here, but I thank you so much, you guys, for being you and for all of your strength and courage and bravery to be these amazing master co-creators of unconditional love, these energy masters that, you know, we are becoming, and really learning about ourselves, diving into all the muck, the dark, the dirty, whatever it is, and, you know, transmuting it and just saying this is who we are, but we don't have to be this way. You know, we did come here to create a better way. We are unlimited. We are infinite, and that is who we truly are, and we're remembering that. We're awakening to that, and we're not alone. Okay, so keep loving. Those gifts will keep activating and strengthening, and you are not alone at all. Okay, thank you guys for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. You can connect with me on crystallyn.love or my Patreon or my Instagram. And of course, all those links are down below, you guys. So thank you again so, so much. Sending you all my infinite love, and look forward to the next pick a card with all of you guys. Peace out. Hello, group number 3. How are you guys doing? Welcome to your message. So let's see what your higher self wants you to know about your spiritual gifts right now, activating and awakening. I'm going to remove these here. Okay, so your first card says, I am in the process of positive change. I am unfolding in fulfilling ways. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. That's beautiful. I am free and at peace. I am a free person living in a world that is a reflection of my own love and understanding. In the process of positive change, free and at peace. Yes, right? The dog, loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love is your first card, the number 19. Beautiful. Joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. Very much feeling a big shift for you in your attitude, in your outlook, your perception in life. Really owning and claiming your path, choosing peace, choosing joy, choosing to be free. You are a very, very loyal, unconditionally loving person. You're very you're a very free spirit, you know, but you're very loyal at the same time. So there's this energy to you that is just very, it's like you are finally, like, it's like you are just this sweet, loving soul. And it's like you are truly like coming to this point in your life where you're like claiming your joy, you're claiming your peace. You know that you are, you know, this person who loves unconditionally, and that you deserve to feel peace and freedom. And you're also realizing ultimately that this is up to you, you know, to claim this path, to choose peace, to choose to make positive changes in your life, you know, and to be loyal to yourself, you know, to really give yourself that loyalty and compassion, and just allowing yourself to feel your soul, your childlike essence and playful spirit. You know, the animals here. Clarity, number 17. Yeah, being really clear and connected with your higher self, with who you are, and, you know, very clear that love is the path, right? And you're working with your higher self, with the unseen, with the universe, with manifesting, with the energy. So, you know, you're not alone, and it's like you recognize or sense this energy of unseen support around you, you know, because you know that what you give comes back to you, and it comes back to you in all sorts of ways, not necessarily from the source, you know, which you give, but because you give unconditionally, that love is now lighting the path. It's showing you, you know, the path, and there's a lot of clarity around this. So really, I feel a lot of your spiritual gifts have to do with really being able to see the benefit of love and loyalty and unconditional love, like, and how it really creates freedom in our lives and clarity and connection to who we really are. And you're seeing this as a strength right now. You know, this deep lover that you are, you're just a lover, you know, it's who you are by nature, and it's a strength that maybe hasn't always felt that way at times, but it's really benefiting you right now. So write things down. You know, there's an energy here with the browns of maybe you feel a bit more grounded and able to receive information from your higher self when you're in a state where you can just write and journal and just kind of allow your thoughts to come out effortlessly, and not really thinking about what the thoughts are, but just allowing them to come out of you and onto paper. Writing down insights from your higher self, writing down your story, even because I feel like, especially here with the moon here, and the clarity, there's a lot of clarity coming through you right now from your higher self, a lot of deeper insight from your intuition, the deep wisdom that lives within you. You see Egypt on here, the ancient divine wisdom within you that really begins to flow when you're in that state of unconditional love. That's where your gifts really activate, because you're shown things, you know, you're shown things that are deep, that are soul deep, when you're in that receptive state of love, that true allowing of the unconditional love to flood your senses and come in. And so sometimes that can be overwhelming, and if you're really drawn to writing, this is beautiful because it allows you to hone in on that energy and express it in a very beneficial way. It benefits you and it benefits others. You know, maybe you really enjoy writing and people really enjoy reading your stories, and there's a lot of inspiration and uplifting energy that's felt in reading your words. So even for yourself, I'm feeling like this energy of pure love, and it's playful, and it's like with a dog, your dogs are like, they can be just instant best friends, and you can just play and get along, and it's like a very there's like a affinity, you know, when you're reading someone you really enjoy reading their writing, and you connect with their energy and the story, and you can feel that, you know, you can laugh along with the story, or you can cry, or whatever it is. Like, you have this ability to really connect through your words. I can feel that. The situation will improve. Okay, so let's see what else comes out to. Come to life. Wow. Okay, so, wow, there's this energy here. Psychometry, sensitivity. Okay. Let me just see what else is here. Breathe, number 29. Adventure, number 30. Eagle communion, and second chakra, Archangel Ariel. And here's another moon. I'm feeling the moon energy. There's definitely a situation that you've been experiencing that, you know, I'm sure it's like it's taken the life out of you. I feel it here in the black and white, and she's painting herself back to life. You know, this is like she's been through it, and there's been a lot of illusion. It's the number 43, a 7. There's been a lot of maybe dreams not panning out, or just things not coming to fruition the way that we had imagined them at one point in time. And so instead of allowing ourselves to be victims, we choose to see ourselves as these empowered beings, and that we can make positive changes in our own lives and shift the direction, you know, to align with what is authentic for us, brings about our well-being naturally. And that's the key. So it's tuning into the things that naturally align you with your own energy, unconditional love, your playful spirit, because loyalty is not your issue in any way. You're very loyal, you're very loving. It's really owning that power and being able to direct it in a way that is beneficial versus sucking the life out of us, right? And I feel like as you're opening up here with the second chakra, this is your confidence, your creativity, the inspired, passionate ideas that make you feel alive, you know, that bring you joy, that is your joy, whether it's creating, writing, sharing your story. It's like helping also heal you the situation that, you know, anything that you've experienced, any pain or traumas or wounds that are coming up or things that are happening. Writing allows you to reflect and see things from your higher self's perspective, to navigate and work through different energies and transmute them. And it can be seen as an adventure. It's almost like writing your it's like an adventure, you know, discovering your own story, discovering yourself and your joys, and how you are this being of unconditional love, and you are infinite. And there's like this great adventure that is, you know, she's like above the the terrain, above the earth, kind of looking down in this seashell. So it's like being in this beautiful, magical realm of your infinite self, being able to commune with spirit, you know, with the animals in nature, with the trees, with the Gaia, the life force energy, the creator source energy, and have these sort of insights, you know, through your writing, and even being able to tune into your current situation and how to work with your gifts to improve your situation, right? Because our gifts are activating as we are opening to love, and that's, you know, that in itself is improving our situation, that choice to align with love, with what is authentic for us. And that also unlocks our spiritual gifts. So you may be feeling really sensitive right now, and it's a part of you know, feeling your joy returning. It's like, woo, it's intense, you know, but as you allow yourself to tune in to the things that where you feel freedom and where you feel peace, and it's that energy where your loyalties and what you're truly passionate about is just natural. It's like it's giving you that life force energy is coming back, and you're coming to life. So I want to see what your tarot cards are here. Breathing, meditating, breathing in the life force energy and receiving that insight, taking time to breathe the oxygen into your body, oxygenating your mind and your soul, just everything within you is going to allow you to tune into that clarity. And, you know, even doing breathing exercises and writing, I don't know, I'm feeling like this, it's this energy of movement and flowing and releasing any, you know, because if we have a lot of thoughts in our mind or a lot of ideas and we hold them inside, it's like sometimes it becomes overwhelming, and it's like, where do we begin? But if you just allow yourself to start writing or expressing it, you know, it's like, I feel like it's going to be affirmed, that you're going to feel the relief, you're going to feel the reassurance and the inspiration, and how that has maybe impacted someone else or a situation, your own ability to rise above anything and know that your joy is always there and you always know how to tune into it whenever you need it. That's really powerful, okay? We've got the Five of Pentacles, feeling alone, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, Death, Kali, the Tower, and the Hierophant. Wow. Wow, so the situation will improve, okay? This is like, I feel, major transformation that you're going through. Very divinely guided by your higher self, by the universe. Like, this is something that was always meant to happen. And it's like this period of time where you're really doing a lot of reflection and contemplation on the past, you know, the seeds you've sown. There's an energy of rebirth happening, you know, Kali coming in and clearing out all that is not of love. You know, the Tower, Kali, the destroyer, right? It's this energy that comes in and just kind of, you know, what it is that it's removing all that is not love. And so it can feel like our whole world's being flipped upside down because we've been surrounded by all this energy that is not a true reflection. And so it can be like overwhelming, you know, like, oh my goodness. It's just like, but it's to clear away that which is clouding us or preventing us from seeing our true authentic energy. So we call it forth when it's time for us to awaken, when it's time for us to expand and grow. And we do that by calling in love, you know, by choosing love. And it's, you know, it's like it kind of gets worse before it gets better. And we're not aware of that. When we call this in, I wasn't aware of it. I had to go through it, you know, by experience. But, you know, I think that's the journey that, you know, of going within. It's like we don't really know until we're actually faced in the situation ourselves. And so when we go through this and we have this amazing rebirth, because after death, right, this is the ego death. It's shedding and allowing that to die, which is served us up to a certain point. But the ego, you know, it has to grow with the soul. As the soul is evolving and transforming, it's time for the ego to grow as well. You know, just like as we grow up from when we were children, as adults, we still go through this. And especially when we're opening our hearts, and it's usually something that has to do with feeling that separation or that lack of love, of knowing what we don't want, of experiencing what we don't want, in order to really know what we do want, what we really truly enjoy in experiencing, you know. And so I feel like that may resonate with what you've been experiencing. And so there's this energy of seeking guidance, of seeking spiritual wisdom and knowledge on your path, you know, what is right for you in terms of your core beliefs, you know, maybe establishing some sort of daily commitment to yourself to be loyal to your heart and what is right for you, what is authentic for you, because you've gained so much wisdom. And moving forward, you're very aware of what you're investing your time and energy into, and what you're investing into will bear the fruits that you desire. You know, you're planting the seeds of love, the seeds of what truly creates that stability. There's an energy of stability in the foundation here, especially with the Five of Pentacles to the Three of Cups. To me, feels like that energy of longing to unite in a way that is emotionally satisfying, you know, that fills your cup, that rejuvenates you, that is harmonious and reason to celebrate and create even more of that connection. So feeling left out in the cold, or feeling it's like feeling like you belong where you belong, you know, that feeling of belonging, that feeling of home, and being able to see it, you know, seeing it in the distance. And so it's getting through this transition, which is necessary in order to truly have that appreciation and gratitude for it. And when the healing is, you know, complete, as you're moving forward and finding healthy, positive ways to be in this energy, you know, because we have to transmute it. So we have to experience it, and it can be unbearable and uncomfortable. But it's also remembering that this love is so powerful that it can support us and help us endure through anything. And it won't last forever. It truly won't, because it's not going to be in vain. You know, moving forward, your gifts, your ability to really tap into love, to see how powerful love is, how it helps us heal and take something that we thought was, you know, the worst thing ever, and turn it into something that actually benefits us moving forward. I feel like for you, writing, it's like healing and benefiting, and it's all a part of your gift, your purpose, your mission. um, and it's bringing you back to life, you know. And it's like the wisdom, the dark, the energy, all of it, it's all here, and you've been through it, and it's like a time to rest. You're feeling sensitive. It's a time to meditate and to nurture yourself, you know, because I feel like this is, you know, it's like there's a great adventure that's really waiting to unfold for you. It's beginning to unfold for you, and the adventure of a lifetime awaits is really what I'm feeling from this, you know. You're painting, you're coming back to life, and it's like you get to choose the colors and the scene and the background, and it's all coming from inside of you. It's all coming from inside of you. So your sensitivities, if you're feeling overwhelmed or sensitive, um, remind yourself to connect in and meditate, to breathe. The oxygen, you know, just to oxygenate your body helps so much. Um, Bring us into that state of well-being, you know, reminding our bodies that all is well, that we are unconditional love, that we are loved, that we are feeling sensitive because we are evolving and awakening and tapping into the gifts that are innate within us. And those gifts allow us to you know, use them for healing and to continue onward stronger and in ways that we can't even imagine. So definitely keep going, and you're going to feel your creativity strengthen. You're going to feel your confidence strengthen as you trust yourself and choose your joy, and allow yourself to take your time, you know, take your time and know that this is the path that's meant for you. So it's not a race, it's not like a competition. You can never be, you know, kept from what is truly meant for you, as long as you choose to stay aligned with it. And that feeling of separation will, it's like embracing, you know, the feeling of harmony and coming together. You know, remind yourself that your whatever feelings of separation come from that knowing that you're meant to be with those you're meant to be with, that your heart is unconditionally loving for a reason. You're meant to love people unconditionally, and it all begins with yourself. So I just see a lot of clarity with Kali here, and this is amazing. It's just amazing. You know, your third eye opening and seeing that whatever is happening in your current situation is happening for the highest good of all, and is to set you free so that you can truly align with your joy. So talk to your guides, your higher self, your angels, and allow yourself to, you know, give yourself time, you know, to adapt to the sensitivities. And I think writing is really going to help you feel that strength reassurance from within that is the key. So that is your reading, you guys. Thank you so much. I truly hope this resonated and brought affirmation and encouragement to keep going and allowing your heart to guide you, and trust yourself and your gifts, and all of the tools that you need are within you, and you will overcome this, and it will show you how amazing and strong you are, and it will be sooner than you think. It always takes longer than we think it is, but it's really sooner than you think. So thank you guys so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. I am so grateful. It is such my pleasure to share these messages with you. And if you want to get a hold of me or contact me, my website is crystallyn.love. You can find me on Instagram and my Patreon page. My links are down below in the description. So other than that, you guys, I just thank you, and I look forward to the next message that comes through. And until then, I'm sending you all my infinite love as always. Peace out. All right, you guys, group number 4. How are you guys? Let's see what your message is for you about your spiritual gifts. What does your higher self want you to know about your spiritual gifts right now, what's activating for you, and how they can support you at this time and moving forward as well in the future. I'm gonna take your tarot cards off to the side here. So the first card is these little power thought cards here. It says, "It is only a thought, and a thought can be changed. The thoughts I choose to think and believe right now are creating my future. These thoughts form my experiences tomorrow, next week, and next year. I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to love who I am." Okay. We've got Dragonfly Emergence. So this speaks to a quick transformation, like a fast awakening, something coming on quickly and transforming quickly, emerging. It's like you're emerging out of the waters of transformation. And it's like happened overnight almost, is what it feels like. We have Hope and Happiness, number 48. Yin, number 2, which is the divine feminine energy of receiving. It's that intuition, that receptive mode of really receiving insight from your higher self, from the universe, from that creation life force energy. So it's beautiful. We have Arrow, Focus. Okay. After the Storm, number 1. We have Compromise from the angels here. Angel of Love, number 49. Beautiful. Purification from White Tara. Practical Intuition, number 30. Play from the angels. And the Deer, Gentleness, Diplomacy. Wow. So I feel like this energy of the divine feminine, I feel like this, I feel like the cards are very much showing that you've been through a storm, that you've been through an experience, and you're going through a period of purifying your mind, body, spirit, your environment, your lifestyle. You're reconnecting with the child within. And I feel like there's a gentleness about you that maybe you haven't been aware of before. You know, like there's been like this experience of this storm, and I can feel the intensity of it. But through it, it's like there's been a softening in your heart, in your very being. You know, there's this energy of compromise, of balance, of seeing through the eyes of another, placing yourself in someone else's shoes, whereas maybe you may have been a little bit rigid before, or not willing to forgive, or you know, not being so quick to, I don't know, there's this energy of softening here. Um, Humbleness, you know, it's like, I feel like you are a very aware person, and you've been very aware, like maybe your entire life. You're someone who's just had an understanding, and maybe embodied more of a masculine energy, you know. And there's some sort of situation that you've been through with a storm here. The number one, you know, it's like a new cycle's beginning for you, where you already went through like some sort of big awakening, but now you're on the journey, and there's another level, there's another layer of expansion happening, and you're going, as you're purifying, as you're tuning into love. You know, you may be this angel of love. You have this, there's this beautiful soft energy here that's very pure. And when I say soft, and to me it's this energy that's the strength, it's the creation energy, it is the energy of creation, it is the ability to receive the power, the great power, the force, with clarity, with balance, with like this sacred awareness. And not everyone can do that, you know. It requires us to be in that energy of unconditional love, that true energy that that is recognized by the universe. You know, it's not something we can't manipulate. The universe sees. It's a two-way mirror, it sees everything. And I feel like this is affirmation that you are very much aligned with your heart at this time, and it's really time for you to forgive yourself for anything from the past. And it's like you're making amends within yourself, you're opening up, you're really aware of the physical reality and the obstacles and challenges that come with the fear-based consciousness, the learning, you know, all of that. And this is really being able to tune into your instincts, you know, your practical intuition here of nature, connecting with Gaia, connecting with spirit through the physical reality, but receiving that feminine energy, that intuitive energy, that energy that comes from within, and being able to connect to yourself like in a new way. You know, it's like, I feel like you've put in a lot of work, you've been really putting in a lot of energy into your own growth, into becoming your greatest version. You've really been focusing in like a very physical way almost, and now you're being guided to focus in a more internal way, like a receptive way with the universe. Your spiritual gifts are awakening. It's this energy of love. It's choosing love. It activates your innate technology, right? Your innate ability to intuit in the physical reality. And it comes through that gift of the divine feminine energy. It's a gentle energy. It's about being gentle with yourself, nurturing yourself, because that's what allows you to be strong in the physical reality. And it's like there's a breakthrough in the mental realm. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. The thoughts I choose to think and believe right now are creating my future. These thoughts form my experiences tomorrow, next week, and next year. So it's like there's this awareness of connecting with the true source within, which is love. And simply by doing that, even, is like this natural process of purification that happens. And there's like this quick emergence that's happening with you, where you're having some significant spiritual downloads and insight into your own nature, your infinite nature, and how your energy impacts reality, not just yourself, but others. You've had this opportunity to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to see things from someone else's perspective, to see how your energy affects others and how that in turn affects you. I mean, I'm really feeling like with the owl here, there's been a lot of wisdom gained, a lot of insight into the fear-based consciousness with the energies of manipulation and deception, and how truly devastating they are, and how we have the power to do something about that, to change, to shift that. And it requires us to open up our hearts, to open up to love, and allow that receptive energy to receive that insight from our higher self. So you're very connected to your feminine energy, which is beautiful, which is going to help you really anchor in that in a practical way here on earth. It's like this practical, intuitive, hands-on. It's like your hands are on the earth. You're able to work in the physical. You see the spiritual in the physical, and it's that soft, subtle energy that is the life force, that is, requires that, it's like embracing love. It means like, what would love do? Forgiveness and compassion is a softer energy, but it really requires the most strength, right? When you think of strength in the physical sense, it's like, ooh, raw, but it's more than physical. So you have a great capacity to forgive and to create like this energy of true strength. It's like the wisdom. Let's see what's going on with your tarot cards here. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. We have love, which is the Lover's card. We have the Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Six of Stones, or the Six of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Five of Cups. Wow. I feel a divine feminine energy surrounding you. Whether you're masculine or feminine, it's going to be playing out differently for you. So, it's like if you're a feminine, I feel like you're very much in alignment with your energy, with your power, with your creative essence. And you're very focused on allowing your gifts to really be seen in this world, to guide you on your, path of hope and happiness. It's like there's an energy of being really aware and focused on what equal give and receive is for you, and harmony and balance, and the choice to be authentic. You see your divine reflection in the mirror, and you're able to see your divine reflection in others. You've learned what true equal give and receive is, and this sense of partnership. It's an energy of taking all that wisdom and moving forward. And so there's still a sense of the past here, really looking at the past. What do I need to let go of in order to move forward, in order to move from the Five of Cups to the Six of Cups? And here this is letting go of regret and what could have been, and instead focusing on right now in this moment, what would love do? And it requires forgiveness and compromise and reconciliation and healing, right? So to move to the Six of Cups is unconditional love, is that relationship which is demonstrating the power of unconditional love. And that comes through opening your heart and being able to feel and receive what that love truly is. If you're a masculine in this energy, I feel like this is like an awakening of it's like coming into balance and harmony within yourself, and allowing the divine feminine energy within you to nurture you, to cleanse you, to purify you, to help you see what is the truth versus just the matrix physical reality. It's the choice to align with love, to see the strength in the softness, to choose to come together in harmony with a divine counterpart. It's like waiting for a sign, communing with the higher self, this quick awareness of opening up to this deeper consciousness within you, and being very focused like an arrow, and really being able to aim your arrow right where you want it to go. It's like there's this pause, this period of reflection, and really knowing what is true before you let that arrow go, right? There's like this energy of being able to see in the past where the connection maybe was, what disconnecting from our higher self, from the feminine energy, from love, what happens, it creates this storm that is, once all the elements for the storm are in place, the storm is going to happen, right? But if we have that deeper insight, that connection to our higher self, to love, to our heart, to our masculine and feminine energy within, we come into alignment. It's that choice to be authentic. I mean, this is amazing. You are a divine counterpart for sure. You're here to anchor this energy of unconditional love through your choice, to be in your heart, to be this angel of love. I mean, this angel of love, I feel this energy of knowing, these gifts, it's like you're meant to co-create. You're meant to create this foundation. It requires this period of purification and getting in touch with your childlike essence, trusting the universe, tapping into your gentleness, your divine feminine wisdom, and just giving you that focus, that ability to shoot your mark, and wherever you aim is where it's going to go. So, knowing what you need to let go of in order to move forward is what is being emerging right now. It's like having that clarity, that insight through choosing to embrace, the divine feminine and masculine within you, this practical intuition, connecting. I feel it's like connecting with the earth and really feeling in your body, being able to feel your physical body in tune with the earth, with your choices, with knowing, like he's like, you feel it deep in your soul, your bones, like everything that you are, this creation energy. And it's, you're a lover, you're a partner, a divine counterpart, that you were meant to be in this beautiful, harmonious, lasting love relationship. And for the journey that you're on, it required this storm, I guess, in order to really be able to tap into your gifts and just tap into the energy of the feminine with gratitude and appreciation for the ability to nurture and to cleanse and purify and help us break out of the rigid, confining energies of the fear-based consciousness. It's for a long time been a very masculine dominated type of energy, but it's been manipulated. It hasn't been the true masculine energy. It hasn't been the true feminine energy that's been kind of operating in a sense. So we are here to bring that essence of the true divine feminine and masculine, return that energy to its natural state. In a sense, we are the transmuters, so we do it through our own experience. And I feel like here with Arrow, it's like this period of pause is the time where you are able to really focus in on your gifts. And I feel like as you open up your heart, as you really tune into the gentleness, the humility of the soul is very fragile in a sense. Or not fragile, I shouldn't say the soul is very fragile. The human is very fragile. The soul is infinite strength, right? So it's being able to understand that the soul can overcome anything, but it's in this human body, and this human body is temporary. This human experience is temporary. This physical reality is temporary. By opening your heart, by tuning into the feminine energy, the creation energy, and allowing it to come in, to receive it, to flow through you and express through you, it's what's going to manifest your heart's desires, you know, your path that feels amazing, that brings in that hope and happiness. It's the love. It's what makes life worth living. It's what makes all of the creations worth creating, you know, and being able to share it with someone who sees the value and shares the vision and is, you know, also waiting to be received by you. You know, it's like you're open to receive the love that you're meant to express in this life. And so that's, you know, that's part of it, is it's that flow. It's the give and the receive is what's really coming to light for you right now, and allowing you to focus on what you really want and knowing what you want, because it's like coming to you in so many different ways, allowing you to find the balance and the peace and to see through the eyes of love, to change your thoughts, to forgive and keep growing. So I mean, your gifts here are absolutely channeled through your ability to receive that life force energy, through your connection to your higher self, through working in ways with others that's, you know, building foundations, harmony, balance, and receiving, you know, I don't know, something around receiving. So receiving the divine love for yourself and being able to share that in the world. It's like wherever your arrows go, they're going to flourish. Like I just see whatever it is that you're tapped into is divinely guided, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So amazing, amazing. Keep working with the intuitive energies that are coming in, the receptive energies, and you're gonna just keep feeling more balanced as you tap into these gifts. As you keep opening your heart, it's like you're coming into more balance. It's gonna feel more stable and secure. Synchronicities are speaking to you all over the place. You're going to be able to take a break and play and relax and really feel your true happiness. You know, you're going to be able to come into compromise and balance and harmony. And I truly feel that your gifts are expressed in many forms, many forms. But it's all about happiness. It's all about hope and play and joy and being this amazing angel of love. Whether you're masculine or feminine, it's beautiful. So I don't know. I truly hope this message resonated, you guys. There's so many beautiful gifts that we're all discovering, and so I'm just honored to be a part of this journey and to support you in whatever way that I can, to encourage you to continue exploring, you know, who you are and experimenting with the magic that's within you, because it's there for a reason. And when we really tap into it and into the creators that we are, and we get to create and share our gifts, there's no other feeling like it, you know. And then and to choose, you know, the path that is right for you, it supports you naturally. It revives you, it rejuvenates you, it allows you to really explore and expand and just grow. So after the storm, the number one is the new beginning, and so much wisdom and insight and spiritual gifts. I feel like this is a spiritual gift, awakening something that is coming in, that is meant to be revealed for only you. I don't know, but it is coming in through the divine feminine energy, in a very gentle way, you know, in a very gentle way. And yet it is so divinely pure energy that you're going to feel like this infinite strength behind it that is just, I mean, so clear. So keep purifying, forgiving yourself, you know, focusing on those thoughts of love, because those are the only thoughts that are true. And keep keep going, okay? Thank you guys so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, and for just being the amazing people that you are. If you want to contact me, all my info is down below, or you can visit my website at crystallyn.love. You can find me on Instagram or my Patreon. But other than that, you guys, I love you, and I thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity to deliver these messages. And keep being you, keep being true to you. And I'll see you again very soon for the next pick a card. All my infinite love as always. Peace out.